Hello YouTube family, Greg D here with TGN, and we're back for another DCUO video, and today we're going to be bringing you a ranged rage loadout. Now I know a lot of you guys have been asking for like ice and quantum. Don't worry, those are coming hopefully this week. They're on my to-do list, but while I had rage up and available, I know we posted the melee loadout yesterday. I decided to go with a ranged loadout today just for some versatility in case you guys aren't necessarily a fan of doing the combos and the melee. This will still use combos, but this is much more, like I said, if you don't prefer using a melee, you can use a mid-range to a ranged in this case. So, you know, it's a little something for everybody. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So as per usual, what you want to do for your stat points is go all might. So you go super powered, critical attack chance, critical attack damage, whatever you have left over, put into your might and your power. So obviously don't forget super speed movement. You don't need anything in your iconic powers whatsoever. And then obviously you're going to have your one skill point for your whatever weapon you use, because you won't be using your weapon in this case. So far as the loadout is concerned, from left to right we have Dreadful Blast, we have Frenetic Bombardment, Rage Blast, Berserk, our Supercharge, Plasma Retch, and Severe Punishment. Now you might be wondering why I'm using Plasma Retch instead of Galling Eruption, and the reason is the power cost. So I'm trying to save as much power as I can without sacrificing much in the way of damage. I figure, you know, because of the way the stats revamp is and power being such a useful stat, the more that you can kind of save, the better. And thank you to OG Syndicate who gave me the idea to use Severe Punishment here to kind of give you the Rage Crash and heal yourself back. So as you see there, it says you gain plus 10% control resistance and become enraged, healing back a portion of damage taken for 8 seconds, after which you suffer from Rage Crash, causing all healed damage to instantly return. So you have to be careful with this. And then you also see down there it says, you know, in DPS roll, while active you gain a searing aura that damages nearby enemies over time. So basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be starting with Plasma Retch and Severe Punishment and then going left to right. So you're going to be using Dreadful Blast here. So you see there, it is a combo. Hold range twice, Dreadful Explosion, continue attacking. Plasma Burn, enemies take additional damage, which is good. Frenetic Bombardment, tap range 4 times. Continue detonating rage energy in rapid succession, damaging your target and nearby enemies. Plasma Burn, enemies take additional damage. Mason, do not hurt the puppy. Jeez, kid. And then we have Rage Blast. Plasma Burn, enemies take additional damage. I just threw this in here for another ranged attack. You can kind of swap this out for whatever you would like to use in this case, but I'm just using Rage Blast as kind of like a final, you know, boom goes the dynamite type thing. So let's show you how this all works together. So remember with your Dreadful Blast that you are holding the ranged button, which is triangle in PlayStation 4, and for the Frenetic Bombardment you are tapping. So you're going to start with your thingies here. So you're going to hit, you're going to hold, then you're going to tap, 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 and then you're going to do that, and then you can kind of go through again, and then tap, 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 tap. So it may not necessarily hit as hard as the melee loadout, but I have seen instances where I've been able to hit 15 or 16,000 damage once you get to the Frenetic Bombardment. So let's pop our trinket here, and we'll go through the same thing. Hold, and go. Oh, shit, I screwed that up. I screwed up the loadout. No! Okay, let's try that again. Because I hit the wrong button. Oopsies. Alright, so let's try this again. We got our trinket. So we're going to go bop. I'm going to hold the button. And then what you can pretty much do is you can just kind of go through. So as you see there, you can easily get through like, you know, 2 rotations, possibly 3, depending on how much power you have. So one more time, let's go through Plasma Retch, then your Severe Punishment, then you're going to hold for the combo. So not terrible. I mean, like I said, I don't think it does as much damage, probably not as fast either as the melee loadout is concerned. But like I said, if you're not a person who likes necessarily being up close to the boss, especially in the brand new tier 9 content where, you know, in a lot of cases being a melee gets you killed really quick, especially if you don't have a healer, this could be a good alternative. I mean, it does the job. Like I said, it may not be as good, but it certainly does the job. See, look at there. There was a 16,000 hit. There's another. There's an 8,500. Oops. Man, I missed the combo again. Yeah, damn it. So, now let's see if it does anything different here. So what we'll do, we'll let this cool down. We'll let that cool down. Let's let our trinket pop back up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the trinket. We're going to get our supply drop. And now we're going to go through 22,000. Bam. So, as you see, not too shabby here. $16,000. The one thing to be mindful of is to be careful that Dreadful Blast is vulnerable to interrupt. So you might be trying to do the second combo and you might get interrupted. So just keep that in mind. And if you can, try to hit Frenetic Bombardment as soon as you hit that last combo, because that's where you get those big crits of like, you know, 15, 16, 20,000 a lot of times. So one more time. La 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 la. Hiya, hiya, hiya. So, not too bad. And then you see there too that the supercharge doesn't really take all that much to load up as well. So just keep that in mind too. So maybe what we'll do here is we'll do it one more time. We'll show you the supercharge as well, because I know a lot of times I forget to show you guys the actual supercharge, just so that you can see. So let's let our power regenerate here, and then we'll go through this one more time. And then that'll be all she wrote. I'm kind of digging like the whole Professor Zoom slash Red Hood style I've got going on here. Okay, so one last time, let's wait for the trinket to cool down, and then we'll pop it again to get that extra might. So what we'll do is we're going to pop that. So we'll pop our supercharge, and now we'll go. And then ran out of power. So there you go. So like I said, not terrible. Not as good as the melee attacks, I don't think, but it does the job. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more. Like I said, we will be making a new Ice and Quantum, because there's been a lot of requests for Ice and Quantum. Hopefully we'll get those up within the next couple days. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more. And until next time, see you soon.